back, everyone, and thanks for tuning in. Today I have an interesting story to tell you. You may have already heard about this person, but I'd like to talk about him a little bit anyways. His name is Oliver Anthony, and he's a musician, songwriter, singer from Virginia. And he recently came out with a song titled Rich Men North of Richmond. And it was on his YouTube channel and whatever social media platforms he has. But the song has since gone to #1 on the iTunes country charts. It actually took over the #1 spot from Jason Aldean, who we all know is a huge country superstar. Aldean's song, Try That in a Small Town, climbed the charts. It hit #1 when he came out against the anti-woke culture of American politics today. But Oliver Anthony wrote a song basically for the blue-collar working people of this country that our elected officials do not seem to care about. So listen to this quick clip of the song, and then I'd like to talk about it just a little more.
Been selling my soul, working all day, overtime hours for bullshit pay, so I can sit out here and waste my life away, drag back home and drown my troubles away. It's a damn shame what the world's gotten to for people like me, people like you. Wish I could just wake up and it not be true, but it is. Oh, it is living in the new world with an whole soul. These rich men north of Richmond, Lord knows they all just wanna have total control. Wanna know what you think, wanna know what you do, and they don't think you know, but I know that you do, 'cause your dollar ain't and it's taxed to no end, 'cause the rich men, north the rich men. I wish politicians would look out for minors, and not just minors on an island somewhere. Lord, we got folks in the street, ain't got nothing to eat, and the obese milking welfare. Well, God, if you're 5'3" and you're 300 pounds, taxes ought not to pay for your bags of fudge rounds. Young men are putting themselves 6 feet in the ground, 'cause all this damn country does is keep on kicking them down.
And that's just a small portion of the song, and I urge you to go listen to it. It's on YouTube, it's on iTunes. Again, his name is Oliver Anthony. And what he speaks about is a culture today where elected officials, mainly Democrats, do not care about the hardworking, everyday American person. They care about all their pet projects. They care about sending billions of dollars to other countries to help them, if you will, in a war that our country has nothing to do with. They want to send billions of dollars to other countries to help them with their social programs and their humanitarian efforts, when in fact our country is in major need of help from our elected officials. He says that he wishes politicians looked out for minors, and not just minors on an island somewhere. And he says that people are on the street with no milk and no food and are on welfare, and the government doesn't do anything to help these folks. This man goes into the woods by himself and records himself with his guitar singing his songs. And this song, again, has taken over the #1 spot on iTunes. But a matter of fact, Mr. Anthony has taken over 6 of the top 10 spots on iTunes since Rich Men North of Richmond came out. He's got the #1, 2, 3 spot, and then a couple of more down the line. He bumped Jason Aldean down to #4 with his new song, Rich Men North of Richmond. It often goes unsaid that the average musician, singer, songwriter will never make it, can write all the songs they want, and they'll struggle and they'll work a regular 9 to 5, and in their spare time, they'll try to make music to make a name for themselves. Well, this has happened to Mr. Oliver Anthony. He has now received offers from several big country music artists to record an album and release it for him. But he is such a humble person that he wants to take it slow. He doesn't want to jump into anything. He wrote this song to basically tell the American people how he feels about politics today. And he's absolutely right. The woke culture that we see from mainly Democratic politicians is not and will never be, in my opinion, for the hardworking American citizen. They will spend billions upon billions of dollars for programs that will help rich people. They claim to care about the average American person. We know the Biden administration has been out on tour touting Bidenomics, saying that people's paychecks are going up, prices are coming down. Well, I, for one, have not seen my paycheck go up. I, for one, have not seen prices come down. As a matter of fact, where I'm from in Rhode Island, in just one day, gas prices went up 6 cents per gallon. So if Bidenomics is working, I think it's working in reverse. This administration is trying to convince the American people that they are our saviors, that everything they do is for the average American person, when we all know that's not true. Because if it was, they would be doing everything in their power and spending as much as it takes to stop homelessness, to stop drug addiction, to stop crime. And they do neither of those things. They do not care what's happening on American soil. All they care about is what's happening in Ukraine, and they care about pushing their new green agenda that everyone eventually may have to get an electric vehicle, and they want to go after your gas appliances, and they want to give interviews, namely President Biden, not to a mainstream media outlet, which I believe are all woke, not to Fox News, not to any other conservative news channel. He went to Arizona, to the Grand Canyon, and gave an interview to the Weather Channel. Yes, that's right, the Weather Channel, touting the new green agenda, how they're going to stop mining and they're going to stop drilling and they're going to stop all of this, when in fact all they're doing is buying fuel and minerals to make whatever they need it for from other countries. You can look this up yourself. It is not something I just dreamed up. This is happening in our country. And Mr. Oliver Anthony wrote his song to let us know how he feels, and it's taking hold with the average American person. His words go on and they say, politicians basically just want to know what you're doing, where you're going, where you're spending your money, while they can spend our tax dollars on whatever they deem fit. And it does nothing for me, it does nothing for you, and it does nothing for the hardworking American person who's just trying to get ahead. As far as I'm concerned, this man's song is the new Pro American Anthem. It preaches truth. The Democrats know it, Republicans know it, independents know it, and all the mainstream media outlets know it. But I'm pretty sure you won't see this man on MSNBC or CNN or NBC or ABC or whatever else there is, because they know this man, Oliver Anthony, is speaking the truth, and he's doing it through music. So I certainly hope that Mr. Anthony does get a huge record deal. I hope that he does make millions of dollars for his music because he deserves it. He is speaking the truth and people are listening. That's why a basically no-name musician took over a #1 spot on one of the biggest music charts there is from a country superstar. So listen to the song in its entirety, if you will. Listen to other songs he's put out because he makes a lot of sense and he tells the truth. And the truth is that our politicians today, in my opinion anyways, do not and will never care about the average American. They care about keeping power, keeping control, and doing everything they can to make us do everything they say. And that's absolutely wrong, and they call that a democracy. That is not a democracy. A democracy is where people are free to live how they choose, within the law, of course. They want to stifle your speech. They want to take away your Second Amendment right to own a firearm because they don't care about your safety and they don't care what you have to say. If you're in opposition of something that a Democratic politician is doing, then you're the bad person. If you don't go along with all the woke programs that they push, you're the bad person. If you don't march in pride parades and support the LGBTQ, you're the bad person. All they're doing is forcing all their trash down our throats. And Mr. Oliver Anthony has wrote a song that tells us how he feels and how all of us should feel. Politicians today do not care. They care about what's in their pocket. They care about their inner circle of people. And the Biden administration will probably never listen to Anthony's song because Lord knows they know it's the absolute truth. So give it a listen. I hope you like it. I think the man's amazing. And again, he speaks the truth and he nailed it. He hit the nail right on the head with his lyrics. How the world we live in today doesn't care about the average person. They care about the rich getting richer and putting programs in place that help their marginalized communities, so they like to call them, when we all know that's nonsense. So thanks for tuning in. If you haven't liked this video, hit that like button, subscribe to my channel, and hit the notification bell. You'll never miss an episode. I hope everybody is healthy and safe, and I'll see you real soon. Have a great day.